Show you guys how to draw a bespoke lamp or a nice feature for your shop or retail space. This is an example of one. What we can do is we can probably add maybe a circle and extrude it. I'll just show you guys how to do this. It looks quite complicated, but it's actually not that complicated to do. So I'm going to open a new part studio. We'll probably have a few concepts of this before you do it. So once you've looked at your research, I looked at David Trubich's lights, and I'm going to use that as my inspiration and nature. So what I'll do first is I'll go to the front plane, orientate the front plane, and sketch on the front plane. So I'll design my light. I use the spline tool. So I'll go, if you want to, you can draw yourself a guide. So let's do that first. So we'll draw a corner rectangle and we'll just get a guide. So remember, this will be half of my lamp. So say I want the total to be 300, I'll make it 150 wide, and I'll make it, say, 180 high. Just click on your front plane there to orientate your, so that's my guide now. And then I can use my spline tool and I can just go, maybe I'll do another point here that's, and we can make that point, say, 50 mils from here. So I'll make it 50 mils. I typed in 40 by accident, so I'll just double click on that, and then you can delete that and make that 50 mils. Return, and then we'll make the base, we'll put another dot there, so it's just this point tool, and I'll make the base there, and I'll use my dimension tool, and I'll click on there, click there, and then make that 80 mils. So the total will be 160 on the top. Did you see what happened there now? So I'll just show you guys quickly what I've done there by accident. So I have to break the instances there. I've put that bottom point on the center. So if I go Command Z, so this bottom point was exactly on the center of my block, and then I can't change that dimension because it locks into the center. But 75 will be good as well. Just a little note that you have to remember. So we'll go, and you can, depending on Command Z, I'll just go with the spline tool. It's important to make sure that you only click on the outside, and we'll just give it a, you can do a random pattern for a start, and we'll stop it right there, and then press double click where you've stopped it. The spline tool also doesn't like it if, see how you have to end it right there and double click and then press escape. So what I'll do next is I'll need to grab the line tool. I need to draw a line there to there, a line straight down, so a line straight up from there, and then a line across there. And then if you press escape, we can still alter these splines, or the spline, all the nodes on the spline, so I can go and change it like I want it to, and maybe that's we'll see how it turns out. You always come back and change it. So give that a green tick, and I'll revolve this. So what I want to revolve is this, that line, and that line. My revolve axis will be this one where it revolves around, and then I've got my light fixture there, and then give it a green tick. Wow, this is where I've made a mistake now. So we don't do a full revolve, we'll do it only 30 degrees. Let's maybe do it 15 degrees, and then give it a green tick. Now I've got this shape that I've done there, and what I can do now is I'll just draw a new circle as my reference to revolve around. So I'm going to go to sketch, the top plane, and then here on the bottom I'll just do a circle that's going to be on the edge there, or I can just type in 150, enter, and then I will go to the pattern tool, but I'll need the circular pattern, and then the parts that I want to pattern is this, and my pattern circle is there. I'll probably have to do this outside of the sketch, so let's have a look. So I'll go here to the pattern tool, It's by default, it will be the linear pattern. If I click on there, it will be the circular pattern. And then the entities I want to pattern is this. And then the axis of the pattern is that circle there. And then I can go and to say 12. We'll see how much 12 turns out. And then I've got a circular pattern and it's 12 around there. Oh, you can make it a bit more. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. So we used the revolve tool and the circular pattern and the spline tool to draw the shape in.